Hey, Jim and I are here in Jacksonville, wrapping up our experience with the NCMA NEXUS Conference that DU co-hosted. It's a beautiful day. Behind us is the John D. Alsop Jr. Bridge. Partly cloudy day, but beautiful weather. And we've really enjoyed our time the last 3 days here at the conference. We've had experiences with talking to different acquisition teams, their success stories as they come together, with the heart of this conference being different acquisition functionals working together, not just contracting, but program management, finance, legal, engineers, you name it, all here at the Nexus Conference. A lot of good experiences, talking to a lot of good folks that I hope you guys will enjoy. But it's been a great 3 days. Wouldn't you say, Jim?
Oh, I think it's been fantastic. And we're contracting professionals. And yes, we love talking to contracting people, but I think to be able to talk to the team leads and to talk to the different functionals, program managers, engineers, going all the way down the line, it's been fantastic. And I really got some things out of this and learned some things, intellectual property, which is no joke, right?
Yes.
to probably the expert in DoD. We talked to people that are Raj Sharma, some famous people that we would never probably have an opportunity to talk to if it wasn't for being here at the conference. So we're gonna try to be back here next year doing the same thing. And we have a professional audiovisual team, video services that are just amazing. So
hey, we want to do a shout out here real quick to our crew that makes us look good. Eric, Simon, and Nate, wonderful job. We really appreciate you. You can't see it, but we can, and they did a great job. But yeah, next year we're hoping to be back at the conference if we're allowed. It won't be in Jacksonville, it'll be somewhere else, but we're hoping that we can certainly do that. And we're looking forward for a lot of things that are coming in contracting conversations. We've got continuing our series on AI with Rhonda Moss and some other special guests that will be helping us with that. And Jim, I know we're going to cover a couple of the contract certification courses. If you want to talk about that real quick.
Oh, you can talk about that right now. So if you watched our 100th episode, and this is our second anniversary, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, 2 years.
But if you watch the 100th episode, I kind of led out there about this idea that we are really revising the 4 certification contracting courses, which is CON 1100, 1200, 1300, and 1400.
Right.
And by the time this comes out, that should be improved by the services and will be enacted in FY25, and they're being piloted right now.
Exactly.
So what's going to happen is right now we have 19-day courses, and we have white space in there. The whole idea was it would be like going to a college course, right? But a lot of supervisors did not like doing these 19 days because they had no idea where their people were going to be when. They didn't know when to be able to utilize them. And so some of them just said, go to class for 19 days. And considering the class was only 60 hours at the most, that's a lot of extra time wasted. And some gave them maybe too much work. And so they really put a lot of pressure on them, and they probably had to work extra hours. So we are reducing the class lengths to either 9, 8, or 5 days. So we're looking at 1400, CON 1400 being a 5-day course, 1100, 8 days, 1200, I think 9 days, and 1300, 9 days. That could change. We're piloting them right now to make sure if that's the correct length. But right now, that's what we're looking at. And we'll know 100% sure on 1 October 2025. But we are converting a lot of our courses to pilots, especially in the fourth quarter. So you might see that your 4-week course is now 1 week. And I think you'll enjoy that a lot more because you'll be 100% focused on the class instead of trying to do 2 things at the same time, which it's hard to do.
Yes, it is hard to do. And as Jim mentioned, there's a lot of information out there. We've done a lot of different podcasts on other courses. As hopefully you're knowing, if you haven't, go check out our channel. We've got lots of information on different contracting classes besides just the required certification courses. But I know that's vitally important so people get good information on the courseware. Jim and I have a lot more of that planned. We're going to talk to different course managers in the next year coming up. And we've got some different ideas. We're going to talk to folks about, hey, what makes a good student and help you learn better. Also, maybe what makes a good professor and help us teach better. So we've got a series coming up with Professor John Larson, one that we've already recorded, one that we've got coming up. We've got some other ideas cooking in our brains here to bring you some other stuff other than just focusing on the curriculum courses and just maybe some subject matter experts. We ran into so many great folks down here at the conference that have sparked a lot of ideas for Jim and I in the future. So we've got a lot of really good content coming, and we've done a lot of good content already. So I hope you check it out.
Right. And next year, the conference is going to be in Long Beach, California.
Yeah, Long Beach.
And this year they had 650 people. I think the continuing resolution caused a problem, but next year we hopefully have that issue. We can get well over 1,000. But I think we interview, I don't know, maybe 16 to 20 folks, not including the man on the street or a roving reporter. So quite a few. So we really enjoyed doing that. We hope we'll see you guys in
February of 2025. Just so y'all know, we've got some great podcasts out there on some of our elective learning assets. So please check those out. Jim and I have tried to cover all the credential courses, at least the best we can, as we go through in the last couple of years. We've done quite a bit. So please go check that out. Get some good information on a particular course you may want or a particular area you may be looking forward to. So check us out on dau.edu. Go into those credentials. Look at a lot of classes we have in contracting for those out there that might hit a niche area or an area that you might want to learn as you come. So please check that out.
And please give us your feedback on those. We're always tweaking our courses to make them better. So please let us know.
Absolutely.
Okay, so last thing I want to say is about our support that we get. You mentioned our
crew.
Couldn't
do this without support.
Yeah, we didn't know what good can really be, right?
Yeah.
But we want to thank those that make this work. Bernie Crum, she is our producer, our normal producer, right? Versus Nate is right now the producer here in Nexus. But Bernie Crum does all the post-production. Fantastic. Would never happen. 100 episodes she did of that.
She's phenomenal. Does a phenomenal job.
And then Dennis Essenstein, who is the behind the scenes. He's the one that got us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts. We're the only ones at DAU that I know of that are on Apple Podcasts. And also, we got Carl Hayden. So Carl is our academic dean. He's the one that kind of came up with the idea of, hey, let's do podcasts, let's do videos. And then we came up with the idea of contracting conversations, but he supported us all the way.
He's our supervisor for both of us, and without his support, we couldn't do what we're doing and bringing this content to you. So we really appreciate it.
And unfortunately, he's retiring at the end of April, but eventually you do have to retire and spend more time with your family and your grandkids. So that's fantastic. And I can't be remiss without thanking the leadership at headquarters. I think Kristen Golding from Public Affairs, Michelle Joyner from Marketing. We got Mr. Woolsey and Mr. Kelly. If it wasn't for the transformation of DAU, it allows us to try things and try it and possibly fail, right? That was the vision. Fail fast is kind of the goals, right? Hard is authorized, and Mr. Kelly would say, we wouldn't be here.
Yep, right? Absolutely. Fantastic support, and we can't thank them enough. You want to take us home, Jim?
Okay, so if you're watching this, please smash the like button. Please, if you could, subscribe and have your friends subscribe. We have a lot of assets out there. They're fantastic. We will be doing new recordings on the 1100, 1200, 13, 1400 because it's going to be revised. And we have some changes to those courses besides the length. So if you could, subscribe to DAU Media, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. And we look forward to seeing you next time.